Hello, it is 10:30 and welcome to this tropical update. We have to do a tropical update because Tropical Depression 26 is going to turn into Delta, and this is going to become a threat to the Gulf Coast. So let's get to the latest on this right now because the Hurricane Center has released a track, and this thing is going to threaten the Gulf Coast. So if you look at the warning cone here, you will see that this is going to become a hurricane once it crosses. There's already hurricane watches in effect for the west side of Cuba, uh, and tropical storm watches for a little portion around that. But then this thing moves into the Gulf of Mexico, where conditions are going to become favorable for strengthening, and this could make a landfall as a hurricane. Right now, they have it hitting Louisiana, right around New Orleans. Now, so far, New Orleans has gotten lucky with the worst of the storms missing them, but this time they may not be so lucky. Of course, it's a ways away. We don't know exactly what's going to happen yet, but that is the cone that was released from the forecast cone from the National Hurricane Center, and we will read the public advisory. So this disturbance is now a tropical depression. This is going to become tropical storm and then possibly Hurricane Delta. As of 11 p.m., its location is 17.0 north, 77.3 west, about 75 miles south-southwest of Kingston, Jamaica, and about 300 miles east-southeast of Grand Cayman. Maximum sustained winds of 35 miles an hour, moving west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. So we're going to have to watch this one closely for sure. And then, of course, we still have Gamma, which is still holding its own here. This is Gamma right now, so Gamma is still holding its own. If we look at the latest public advisory on Gamma, as of 7 p.m., Gamma continues to drift around near the northern coast of the Yucatan, and the Hurricane Hunter planes are investigating the tropical storm right now for another update that we'll have more information on later. It's located about 185 miles northeast of Progreso, Mexico, at about 170 miles north of Cozumel, Mexico. Maximum sustained wind still near 60 miles an hour, moving east-northeast at just 3 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 998 millibars or 9.47 inches. And the tropical storm force winds now extend outward to 160 miles from the center, so it's gotten larger. So let's take a look at what Gamma looks like on the satellite, and then we're going to look at this tropical disturbance. So this is Gamma. We're loading it up right now, and you'll see healthy convection going on, continuing to have healthy convection. And what's going on is the moisture is getting peeled off. I talked about this and bring some rain to Florida as well. So let's change the typographic here that they have. Oh, they don't. That's right. They don't do that. I don't think we can change the typographic. Oh, let's see. Maybe it can. Yeah, we can change. Okay, here we go. So let's do this. Let's do the visible / shortwave IR, so you can get a chance to what it looks like on the shortwave. That's what it looks like on the shortwave right there. All right, but then we have the other one that we got to watch, and that one is more of a concern, and that is 26, potential tropical cyclone 26. So this is the one that's going to become Delta, and you can see it's already getting itself together. You can see a lot of convection going on here. You can already see this thing starting to get going. I think by tomorrow, I think we're going to have a tropical storm here. This is going to become a tropical storm very shortly. It's now a tropical depression, but it really looks like it's starting to get itself together and become a tropical storm. So I do want to look at some other satellite imagery. So let's go and look at, actually, keep it there for now. Let me go here. Use this one. I want to use the MODIS. That's the one I want to use. So we're going to look at this on the high resolution satellite for today, October 4th. So this would be Gamma right here, down here. Yep, it looks, you can see what's going on. You can see that the moisture is getting flung out over Florida, over the northern part of Florida, and they're getting showers, and also off the southeast coast. And this is the other area here that's going to become Delta right here. So I wanted to show this to you so you can get an idea of what this all looks like on the visible satellite. So we're going to go look at the models on this. Actually, let's go look at the plots on this. We're going to back this up a little bit. And we're going to first, this is let's see, what are we looking at here? This is Gamma. Okay, so these are the models for Gamma. And you can see it's still kind of all over the place, but some of them have the remnants hitting, guess what, New Orleans. So imagine getting that and then possibly a stronger storm behind that, perhaps. The official plot from the Hurricane Center still has it kind of just meandering, but really nobody knows where this thing is going, and the models are just all over the place. Even if you look at the GEPS ensembles, all over the place, literally. So nobody knows what's going to happen with this. And the intensity guidance, so a few are strengthening it. A lot of them are just keeping it as a tropical storm, and a few are weakening it by and large. But most of them keep it around the same intensity as this thing just sits around there. And then we got 26. So let's go to 26. All right, what happened here? That's gamma. All right, this is 26. Okay, so I don't know why I did that. A little bit of a bug there, but let's look at the models for this. And again, a lot of them take it toward New Orleans. And this one here takes it out into it takes it just due west. But most of them seem to cluster around Louisiana, which is why the Hurricane Center kind of had the track like that. But things can always change. And if we look at the intensity guidance on this, this could become a very strong hurricane. A lot of them take it to Cat 2, some even Cat 3, one even takes it to Cat 4. So this tropical season is continuing to surprise us, and it's really quite disturbing. So I do want to look at some of the models with regards to the tropics. So we're going to go to the Gulf of Mexico region. Southeast U.S. will do, and you can take a look at what it's going to do with. This is gamma over here. All right, so this is gamma. Gamma kind of just meanders and then kind of just dissipates. But delta, this would be delta, Hurricane Delta. The GFS seems to aim it right at New Orleans, and this would be a landfall around Friday, threatening around Friday of Louisiana and New Orleans. Of course, the track can change a lot. We know that. We've seen that in the past, and we know what can happen. If we look at the wind here, and you can see it's going to get picked up by a trough, and that's probably why that trough is going to probably pick it up. But you can see here the winds here, and we'll look at windy.com. Look at that. So it has the eye almost going. Looks like right over New Orleans right there. So that is the NAM. We only have a few models that go out that far. I mean, that is the GFS. We only have a few models that do actually wind up going out that far. We can look also at the NAM 12 kilometer. Well, it's not really going to go out that far. This is the 0Z. Let me go to the 18Z, because we're looking at the 18Z GFS. Just to be fair, by the way, that's gamma again, but this is delta. Let's see. This is as far as it gets delta along. But really, it's really in the path of the long range models. We don't really have the short range models on it. It's just getting itself together, so it's really hard to say what it's going to do. We'll look at the ICON too as well. So this is the ICON model. Doesn't even have it on here, or is that it? No, that would be gamma. So the ICON is completely different. So I don't know. It's an outlier. I don't know about that one. But we can look at the GFS, and we can also look at the upper air in this spot, so you get an idea of. The GFS. Yeah. Why is the upper air not here? Doesn't give an upper air for this one. Well, that's interesting. We can look at the 250 MB wind, so you can get an idea of the wind, the speeds. And you can see very light winds over the Gulf, so it won't have much shear, but you can see, there it is there, but you can see there's a southwesterly motion, a trough to the west here that's going to pick this thing up and bring it up toward Louisiana. All right, we'll go to windy.com, and we'll look at it on there as well. So we are once again watching tropics. Let's go to windy.com. Okay, so currently, this is a reflection of the European model that I have up on the screen. This is gamma. You see, most of the wind is out over the ocean right now, and it's got sustained winds around. Well, we go to the wind gusts here. So wind gusts, you have, this is a healthy tropical storm, especially over the water. So let's see what it does with gamma, and it's getting to be kind of a large storm. It's kind of lopsided, but Let's see what it does with it tomorrow. Um, you can see it kind of takes it a little bit back toward land and then weakens it a little bit. I think there's some cooler water over here, so I think it would weaken as it moves into that. Um, so as gamma dissipates, this gets going here. This is delta. All right, so we're at Tuesday, and we're looking at the European here, looking for delta here, and there's delta right there. Still doesn't have it terribly strong as of Wednesday. Let's go to Thursday. See if it strengthens it. It still doesn't have it that strong of a storm, the Euro. Let's see. It has a kind of a weak tropical storm, so it doesn't really have it as strong. The track's similar, but the strength is definitely weaker. Euro is weaker. However, let's go to the GFS. I'll change this model here. We'll look at the GFS. All right, so here is delta right there. So let's go look at Wednesday. Yeah, GFS has this thing a lot stronger. 68. I still have to wonder though that gamma may have upwelled some water over here, but it might not be. It might still not be enough to keep the water temperatures cool enough to keep this thing from strengthening, especially as it moves north. So this is the GFS now. Yeah, and it's strengthening as it gets closer to New Orleans. You'll see it strengthening right there. So this could be GFS is still not saying it's going to be that intense, but there are a whole bunch of other models that do have that intensity going up. So we're going to have to keep our eye on this. Obviously, this is a developing situation. Things can change a lot. It could get better. It could get worse. We just don't know. But all I know is that there is anyone along the Gulf Coast here needs to pay attention to what's going to be happening in the tropics regarding Delta. So that's going to wrap up this tropical update. Take care, and thank you for watching.